This week on Country Music Junkies, I'm kicking it with the guys of the Washboard Union. I'm here with Aaron, David, and Chris. How are things going, guys?
It's wonderful. Great. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're busy kicking off the Happy Endings tour with Old Dominion, Cold Creek County. We're here in Winnipeg. You kicked off the tour last night in Regina. Talk to me a little bit about how the tour is going so far. One day in.
It was fantastic. We had actually played with Old Dominion last summer at a place in Vancouver Island. It was called Sunfest. So that's where we originally got to meet them.
Awesome.
Yeah, so...
was that the reason you guys were brought onto this tour? Is that kind of the connection that started things off?
Well, I think there were a lot of bands trying to get on this tour. And
what was it they said? They said they couldn't get enough of Washboard? I think it was something
the direct quote? Okay, all right.
Something like country music has changed.
It's the sweet spot.
We need some of this. No, you know what? Those these guys were really hands-on in making the decisions that who went on tour with them, and we were really honored when we finally got the word that we were going out as the direct support band on the tour, and it's just such a huge honor because we love these guys not only for what everybody else loves about them,
right?
But they're incredible songwriters, and that's kind of why we got into this, why Washboard Union exists. And so we really respect that in them, and you can see it. I mean, their songs are masterpieces.
Well crafted.
And you can learn a lot as a band by watching a band like Old Dominion.
You mentioned, Chris, earlier that you've brought kind of a different sound, and I know you're kind of saying that in jest about what Old Dominion said, but I think that's true. The Washboard Union definitely has brought a new sound and kind of pushed the boundaries on country music. For those who haven't maybe heard your music or aren't as familiar with the Washboard Union, how would you guys describe your sound?
Well, you know, it's an eclectic mix of traditional instruments, banjo, acoustic guitar, mandolin, harmonica, washboard, and vocals with 3-part harmony. So it has this sort of kind of a bit of a memory of bluegrass in that sense, but it's taken to a contemporary edge with the production and just our songwriting. So we bring contemporary songwriting using some traditional instruments and kind of keeping some of that sound, and that 3-part harmony is very, very big for us. That's what makes our skin tingle when we listen to songs, and so we really wanted to bring that element to this group, which became Washboard Union.
Right.
And so I think it's that sort of throwback to old, and then mixing that with some contemporary, which is not a new concept. It's just that's a concept that we were working with. So that turned into this contemporary sound. But it was also we took a bit of a risk on our first record. We thought we were sort of going straight and narrow, but it turned out that we took a bit of a risk on that. And what was interesting is that our fans sort of embraced that diversity, or that risk, I guess. So it kind of empowered us to even take bigger risks on this next album.
I think too, country music is in a change of kind of flux right now, where people are ready for some new sounds, and they're more open to new sounds. So I think, 10 years ago, had Washboard been around, maybe it might not have been as popular, because people were a little more focused on a certain sound of country music. And I think we came at a time when we're fortunate enough that people are more accepting of that now, and so are radio stations.
Yeah.
I mean, we were as surprised as anybody when we got played on the radio. So
we thought it was a mistake.
Yeah, we thought it was a mistake.
I thought the CD player was on.
A mistake that lasted several years so far, eh?
Yeah. And I mean, we didn't set out to say, okay, we need to write songs so we get on the radio. I mean, we were writing songs that we liked first and foremost. And we just happened to be at a time when those songs are now able to be played on the radio.
Right.
So they always said, you guys sound different. You guys are different. You guys are different. And we take that as a compliment. Absolutely, we take that as a compliment. We don't think we're different because we've always tried to be true to ourselves.
Right.
So for us, it's not different.
Now, talk to me a little bit about, you mentioned you're surprised by this. Is there a particular song that you were like, wow, we didn't expect fans to gravitate to as much? Is there any kind of surprises that have happened thus far?
I think it happens with every one of them.
Okay.
I'm just kind of astonished. I tell you what, as an artist, how you know that it's connected is a song that you wrote in some kitchen, like literally no further apart from each other than we are right now. Moonshine, Shot of Glory, Head Over Heels, all of those songs were written in the most humble little environments and connected with people. But when that comes back around to you and they're singing those words because it's connected with them somehow emotionally, or they've invested the time to become a fan, that is like no other feeling I've ever had in my life. Because that's something that you wrote to sort out something that was going on in our collective heads that somehow meant something enough to somebody that they memorized it. That's unbelievable. And to see that come back to you on stage now, where it's not just one song, it's not just Moonshine, now they know most of the set. That blows my mind. And so I'm always astonished when a new song connects. I hope it connects as much as the last one. When you see people singing Shot of Glory, there's nothing like it. And, sometimes those woes go on for long after we've left the stage. That song has become a bit of an anthem for people, and It's not our song anymore. It belongs to them and the universe, and I think that's an incredible thing as a band to have that happen.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I speak for you guys as well. We were fortunate enough to be able to go play over in Europe, and we were in France, and we were playing a show, and in France, it was a packed place, and they were singing it back to us in French.
Oh my goodness!
And we just thought,
that's
wow,
incredible.
We had no idea. And
thank God for you two.
Yeah, and if you hear Aaron's French, you'll understand why we don't do it.
Yeah, I had the translation all wrong. So they corrected me on that. So
and now people send us videos of them like line dancing in Italy to our music, and it's just.
And we've never been to Italy.
Yeah, never. Yeah, it's really, really incredible how it just connects around the world.
Yeah, doing interviews on radio stations in New Zealand and Australia when we've never been there.
Right.
It's crazy. So,
and the music's popular there, like in New Zealand and Australia. There's a following there that we've never met. We've never seen them face to face. We've never played shows for them. We just, we really break it down. I mean, the world's a small place, but I mean, still, you gotta make waves. There's a lot of people out there.
Talk to me a little bit about the upcoming single. I know we talked kind of offline about this being released 1 week today. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, what we're made of is it kind of came out of this notion of, we all have little stories in our lives that make up who we are. They're not necessarily huge moments like graduations, weddings, birthdays, any of this kind of stuff. It's like a conversation we're having right now on the couch. Like, there's something from here that will flash back in our heads, weeks from now or months or years from now. And those little pieces of memories make up who we are. And that's, everyone's individual and everyone's got those stories. So it's kind of verges on that concept of this is what we're made of. But, it's an upbeat, fun song. And we love doing this song, number one. And we just shot the video for it too. So that should be coming out on the same day.
There you go. All right, fans, be sure to check that out. That's what we're made of. To be released on Friday, February 9th. Again, we're catching up here with the Washboard Union in Winnipeg. You guys are on day 2 of the tour. Still got, 10 more days to go. Talk to me a little bit about the dynamic of being on the road all together as a band.
Well, we're no longer friends.
Is this interview done?
The thing about this is that ultimately we're hanging together as best friends. We often joke that if the band ended tomorrow or today, right now, we'd still call each other tomorrow and be like, "Hey, you want to hang out?
What are you doing?
What are you
Bring your
doing?"
guitar.
Yeah, we got something to talk about. But so there's a real camaraderie that starts here, and then we either attract that or choose people that are like-minded. We've got such a great crew that works with us now. We've got great musicians that work with us now, and they all share that sort of that bond of, hey, let's without sounding cheesy, let's make some magic together and make this thing happen. Let's do this. And everyone's very motivated and helpful, and that just creates a really nice environment to work in, because it can be chaotic. Like, we're experiencing this tour now, and there's a lot of moving parts, and it's very easy for little things to get, to be rubbed the wrong way kind of thing, and it's a matter of working together. So I guess to answer your question, it's we're experiencing this sort of family or this circus, I guess you can call it, right? But we're really thankful that we've kind of surrounded ourselves with the best of the best.
That's
the
great.
three of us have always, like, give you an example. We've been offered, hotel rooms for every guy for a while when we were out playing shows, but the three of us have always chosen to stay in the same room.
Wow.
We've always done that.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you know why there's 2 beds in the room, right?
Why?
One's for all your luggage, and the other one we sleep in.
for the three of us.
We're cuddling.
End to end.
3 of you.
Head to toe.
There you go.
But no, I'm sure this is like this for a lot of bands, but I don't know the inside workings of a lot of bands. For us, the three of us are together all the time. Mm-hmm. We share, this sort of unbridled ambition about what Washboard Union is going to be, and we think about it, we talk about it, we spend time together on it, and we genuinely just love being around each other. So that's why we do that. And people are kind of, it's funny at awards shows and stuff, and you're like, how are you always together when you like come in a room or something? And it's choreography is the answer, It's critical.
Practice.
Absolutely.
And holograms.
Right. There you go. Well, I know you guys have a show tonight, so I'm going to wrap this up. But we're based in Ontario. We're excited that you're going to be in Ontario a lot more this year, I feel like, than last year. So what do you have to say to your Ontario fans who are excited to see you this summer?
We can't wait to get back there. I mean, we got a taste of it last summer, and we're really going to dive in this summer. And we've got a brand new record and a brand new show, and we're really excited to play a whole bunch of new music. So that's going to be one of the most exciting parts for us.
And Ontario has some of the biggest country festivals in the country. And so above anything, thank you. Thank you for people who take risks on country music and create these events where bands get to come and connect with their fans, because the whole thing dies without the people who do that. And so all those people who create events and create country music moments for fans, I mean, keep it up, because you can see by the numbers, it's not the rock festivals that are pulling people in, it's the country music festivals, and those fans are like nobody else in the world. So we feel very lucky to have them.
Yeah, this is on Chris's point there. I think that we thank our fans and listeners that they've sort of got on board and sort of joined this journey with us. And this next incarnation of Washboard is Washboard 2.0, and so we can't wait to share that new update.
Excellent. All right. Aaron, David, Chris, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. And have a great show tonight. Thanks so much.